everybody. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back to more Christmas movies for the Christmas season. I'm Shaun from Zoobox. You know it. That's why you're here. Okay? Today we're going to be talking about, this Christmas classic, Jingle All the Way 2.
In honor of Christmas, I bring to everybody Larry's...
Jingle All the Way 2 is directed by Alex Zamm, is written by Stephen Mazur, William Robertson. It stars Larry the Cable Guy, Brian Stepanek, Anthony Corelli, and others. The logline plot synopsis is Larry's daughter wants only one thing for Christmas, a talking bear. His daughter's stepdad intends to make sure that Larry can't get one. Well, there you go. And that's basically it. That's the only connection this really has to being a Jingle All the Way film. It's like a sequel by name only. It's like, we got a recognizable license. Let's slap Jingle All the Way on there, and we have a loose story that loosely kind of corresponds with what happened in the other movie. Except instead of having Chad Dad Arnold, we get Larry the Cable Guy. Sad sack. Lives in a trailer, has no ambition, just a fuddy-duddy, and he's contending with a new stepfather in his daughter's life. They try to do this very modern, progressive family stuff where they're just like, we're a big family now.
How was the honeymoon?
Oh, fantastic. A week in St. Croix, another sailing around the islands. Victor has his own boat.
Wow. So I guess it was your second best honeymoon. I think you forget ours, huh? Sizzler in a movie, huh? That was some good steak.
Yes, that's big time.
Well, I'm not gonna brag about it. Congratulations, Victor.
Thank you.
Now when she refers to her idiot husband, she'll be talking about you instead of me.
It's all of us together. And that stepfather, oh boy, does he want the affections of that daughter. Now, hey, whoa. I'm not trying to say anything, but that's what is at stake here. This child's love. So it's just it's a lot like Jingle All the Way in the sense of the way it's structured, where it's like, she wants this toy bear, but they're sold out everywhere. They have this extra layer here. Instead of having Sinbad be competing in the same way that he was with Arnold in Jingle All the Way, now he's competing with a very wealthy man that is running around buying up all the toys so that Larry can't buy it for his daughter. And they go on kind of a wacky and wild adventure. It's got kind of the vibe of a made-for-TV movie. It reminds me of something that might have been made for OLN, CMT, some sort of Hallmark adjacent. If there's some sort of country white trash equivalent of those channels.
Number one.
Maybe it would have appeared on there. It's produced by the WWE. And I think at the time they used to run ads for it all the time. Because if people don't know, Larry the Cable Guy is actually very popular. He is one of the most highest paid stand-up acts in the entire world. The guy is a multi-millionaire. That whole blue-collar comedy tour thing, those guys are an industry unto themselves. Because that's the thing, we get with popular zeitgeist and the way that pop culture tries to manipulate and move and give us stars and things like that. They kind of exist outside of that because they are just there to serve kind of the median average American person. They're very relatable. People see themselves in these characters that they play or even just their stand-up personas, which is something that is lacking from most pop culture stuff, right? It's all flashy and glitz and gloss, and oftentimes people just feel left behind. There's nothing relatable about a lot of that stuff. So Larry the Cable Guy being in a Christmas movie makes sense. Now, this is not the first time, though, that he made a movie sequel that starred previously a big, giant, strapping dude.
You're in violation of the Tooth Fairy handbook. You didn't think tooth fairies were real, did you? Now you're one of us.
What happened?
I'm a caseworker. You're caseworker.
Guess I am a tooth fairy.
The Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy 2. which, if I'm not mistaken, the original one stars The Rock, I think. So I guess he had like this little bit for a little bit while. What year did the Tooth Fairy 2 came out? They came out in 2012, so that came out 2 years before this. So they're like, hey, it's tried and true. Those DVD sales at Walmart, through the roof. He knows what he's doing. But like I said, it does have that feeling of a direct-to-video movie, kind of made for TV. It's not good by any stretch of the imagination. It's a lot of kind of just very simple, basic, shitty humor.
Whoa! How you doing, Santa?
Are you kidding me? You're cutting off the circulation in my legs.
Oh, come on, the real Santa Claus wouldn't care about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah? Well, real Santa Claus is kind of busy this time of year, you might have noticed.
Not to my taste, I suppose. But I would say even objectively, well, it's never incoherent or anything like that. I just thought it was kind of bad. And I also think like the ultimate message of the movie about kind of making allowance for the fact that Larry just wants to subsist as a piece of shit that lives in a trailer. No matter what. I mean, he has a daughter. Oh, I love my daughter more than anything in the world. But hey, I gotta be me.
What's wrong? What's wrong? It's a Twinkie.
Hey, Dad. How come you and Mom didn't stay married?
Well, sweetie, I still love your mom and everything. We're good friends.
I know.
She likes classical music and petite fours, and I like ice fishing and Twinkies, and plus she's real organized and ambitious and driven, and, well, I'm me.
I gotta be me. I can't be out there holding down more than a part-time job. Like, he doesn't want to compete in that way. He doesn't want to compete as a provider. He just wants to compete for her affection. And that's kind of like more of a cynical subtext to the movie. Like, that's the cynical subtext. The original Jingle All the Way, the cynical subtext is that, like, a son and a wife don't really love their husband who does everything to provide for them. Check out the existential dread of Jingle All the Way on this channel. Until he gets them a toy, and then he actually becomes the toy at some point in the movie. Here, you don't even really get anything even approaching that level of cynicism, but I feel like it still feels pretty cynical. Or just makes allowance for, like, kind of being a deadbeat to a certain degree. I'm not suggesting that, like, it makes him a bad person or anything. Well, I guess maybe I am a little bit, but but it's, like, just not... It's not really wholesome. It's like a weird median place to find a value in. Instead of encouraging Larry to, like, be better than himself, want more out of his life, be able to provide a better life for his daughter, they just kind of say, well, hey, listen, now we just get along. Now we understand each other. We accept each other. We accept each other's circumstances. I accept that you were also my daughter's father.
Uh-huh. I get it.
Me too. Together as one.
Boy, we're a couple of doofuses, you know that?
Which, it's like probably the reality for a lot of people, I suppose. But can we throw a little aspirational stuff in here? Can we make a character, like, actually change in some sort of significant way? Especially if you're talking about holiday movies, Christmas movies especially. Like, part of it is about making some kind of change. Something, at least opening the door to change. Recently, we did a Goes to the Movies about Bad Santa. And that's another movie where it's a person that doesn't really change very much, but the door is opened. It kind of encapsulates the Christmas spirit in that way. The door is open for him to be a better person. And this, they don't even turn the knob and try to open it. They're just like, well, isn't everything so wonderful? We're all so happy now. Now we're going to share custody during the holidays. We're going to get together as a big, modern family.
And look, Santa gave me exactly what I asked for. My family together as one.
Sweetheart. That's so beautiful.
And it's just kind of lame. Just lame on top of everything else. Just lame. It's cheesy. Unappealing, ugly-looking movie. Not particularly well directed. I would say this. Just stick with the original Jingle All the Way. It's a movie I watch kind of ironically every year, but It at least feels like a Christmas movie to some degree. This feels like a Christmas faker. This is faux Christmas. And I don't like it. I don't like it. But yeah, that's just kind of my quick thoughts on that movie. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you again soon. It's Christmas time, everybody. Merry Christmas to you.
I don't... $20? Boy, I'm in the wrong business.